Um, Simple question here is: do these guys know what Halo is? I don't think they know what Halo is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That still applies. That notion still applies. Because, okay, you want to give something a chance with the first episode, but now you look at the second episode and you say to yourself, wait a minute, that's Halo 1 video game. That's the story. That is a really good, solid, concise sci fi story where you understand the war between the humans, the covenants. You now find out what the Halo planet and the ring is about, and then you now bring in the flood. It makes perfect sense. The twists make sense because what you have in this is there's already big issues. Okay, he takes over someone, which he should never do, but fair enough. Maybe he takes over for one scene. Bro, in this episode, he spends about 85% of the time without the helmet. So you're not looking at Master Chief, you're just looking at some dude. Master Chief is the dude with the helmet. And the design actually looks really good. It actually looks great when you actually see Master Chief. But if you combine both episodes, I think you've seen Master Chief with his helmet on for maybe about 20% of the time. The other 80%, you just see Pablo Schreiber moving around trying to act tough. He's a decent actor. But I'm like, it's fine if you want to change a story. That's cool. But if you change the story, it's bloody. It's bloody better be better than what the source material is. It can't be worse. If it's worse, then that's an issue. And with this though, it's like as I was watching, because I had to watch it twice because when I watched the episode the first time, I fell asleep because I just lost interest. And I had to watch it the other time. Shout out to Booking Woodbine, really good actor and so forth. But I was just confused. I was just confused as to what the hell am I watching? Halo is a super soldier who is humanity's last hope and last defense and final weapon against this alien race of the Covenants. The Covenants aren't faceless monsters. They're actually an extremely well detailed, well constructed, and well characterized enemy. So this isn't like Gears of War or these games where like the monster dominates. No, the Covenants all have different sections and on all different personalities. The brutes, the elites, and so forth. Um, and this is what I even said in the first episode. The boat has sailed. It was supposed to be either the dude who did District 9, I forgot what his name is, or Neil Blomkamp, or should have been, from my thing, James Cameron. It should have been, because this Halo is pretty much aliens. This should have been a film. This should have been a sci-fi film, 150, 200 mil, full-on sci-fi film where you have all the ghosts, the banshees, and it's a war featuring a super soldier known as Master Chief who doesn't take off his freaking helmet. What this is just some weird ass story. It's some weird ass interpretation story that just doesn't make any freaking sense, and I'm completely lost. It just for me it just feels like a complete mess. It feels like a complete and utter mess, and it's like you have to when you doubt something, you've got to take the essence. The essence of what Halo is. It's a war. It's a war featuring a super soldier. It is essentially a war between the humans and the Covenant, and they now have the Flood, who now represents a common enemy for the humans and the Covenant. That's what it is. Featuring Master Chief, who is a freaking super soldier. But you have this thing of like this Chief's trying to protect this girl, and he's now into the past, and even the whole thing of how he finds out that the Halo planet is a weapon. I'm like, no, that's not how he finds it out, bro. So he finds out because what he's now special, like a special guy who can see into his past. I'm sorry. Oh, it's no, man. No, no, no. It's just not for me, bro. No, no. I mean, I'll see the rest of the episode, but really just not for me. No.